Fortnite has been the #1 game for quite some time now, and with recent competition entering the genre in the form of Apex Legends and also apparently Tetris, which now has a battle royale too, Epic Games is going to have to continue to step up their game each and every season, bringing forth the biggest and best content and updates for the community. But the question must be raised: exactly how long can Epic Games and Fortnite stay atop the food chain? Today we're going to be looking into the future of Fortnite, and we're not just talking about Season 8, we're actually going above and beyond that and looking at Season 9 and just the general future of Fortnite Battle Royale. What's up guys, and welcome back to the Simply Fortnite channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that little bell icon. That way you'll always be notified by YouTube whenever a new video goes up on the channel. If you guys are excited to see where Epic Games takes Fortnite in the future, let us know by dropping a like on this video and giving it a big thumbs up. And of course, last but not least, make sure to let us know down in the comments below what you want to see as a future Battle Pass and seasonal theme. Now without further ado, let's jump back into the world of Fortnite Battle Royale and take a look at Season 9 and what's to come for the future of the world's biggest video game. Season 8 of Battle Royale is set to kick off in just about a week from now, and things all across the Fortnite island are beginning to heat up, literally, as Wailing Woods has been shown dying and drying up thanks to the Fire King, and supposed fire tornadoes are coming as well alongside the brand new earthquake event, which is definitely going to shake things up when it comes to the Fortnite island map. But all of this is going to happen within the next few days actually. What about what's going to happen when Season 8 comes to an end here in just a few quick months? Season 8, presuming it'll last roughly 11 weeks or so, is set to end right around the later half of May, which is also right around the time when all of the major game developers start teasing their upcoming titles for the fall release season. This of course means that Epic Games competition is going to get even more tough than it is now, and seeing as Fortnite has been on the decline recently, Season 8 and the future of Fortnite are currently in jeopardy, and if Season 8 ends up being a little bit lackluster and not incredibly appealing to the player base, going forward, Fortnite might actually be dethroned as the biggest game in the world. So let's talk Season 9. What can we try and predict about where Fortnite will be headed? For starters, I think that post-Season 8, the Fortnite map is going to be completely revamped. Potentially, we might even get a second map added into the game because, frankly, the same map for the past 7 seasons and presumably the majority of our 8th season definitely has its stale spots. Of course, Season 8 is going to bring forth a handful of new map changes and probably some new points of interest, which will presumably be the hot drops all season long. But until some of the major areas on the map, for instance Tilted Towers, Retail Row, and Salty Springs, undergo some severe changes, you're going to have 10 to 15 players dropping in those spots every single game depending on the exact battle bus route. This obviously creates a very repetitive gameplay experience that some players are really starting to grow tired of. I mean, we can all agree that literally every single match you can get some guaranteed kills or at least some guaranteed action by dropping Tilted Towers. And until Tilted gets replaced or removed, that trend is not going to go away. I would also expect that going into Season 9, Epic Games is going to start implementing more of a roadmap system similar to how we've seen other titles do as of recent times. Apex Legends, for instance, currently has a Year 1 roadmap informing players of what to expect at certain times throughout the upcoming year. This same exact system may not be as utilized when it comes to seasonal content, as the Epic Games surprise factor is one of their leading drivers of success. I mean, people are always coming back because they don't know what's going to happen in Fortnite. But when it comes down to the major content updates and planned patches, some sort of roadmap indicating that big things are changing outside of seasonal updates would certainly be something that has players coming back for certain events and whatnot. We can also bring up Save the World, which presumably is going to be free by the time that Season 9 comes around. Back in 2018, Epic Games stated that they planned to release Save the World for free in early 2019, and like I mentioned earlier, by the time that Season 8 ends in late May, early 2019 is going to be finishing up, meaning that Epic Games' planned release date for a free-to-play version of Save the World will have come and gone, and hopefully if things go accordingly, Save the World will be free by the time that Season 9 launches, which I think really opens the door for more integrated events. Obviously, Save the World and Battle Royale are two separate beasts right now. The guns play differently in each mode, the maps play differently in each mode, really the entire purpose of each mode could not be more different. But if every player who owned Fortnite had access to both Save the World and Battle Royale for free, that could potentially spark some really cool crossover and integrated events here and there. Speaking of crossover events, we seriously need another one, or just in general, some more. We've had 2, maybe 3 crossover events in the past, depending on what your exact definition of what a crossover is and what it's not. Obviously, our first one was the Avengers x Fortnite event, which introduced the Infinity Gauntlet limited time mode into the game and allowed for players to play as Thanos from Avengers Infinity War within Fortnite. This crossover event was absolutely massive and sparked Fortnite's popularity to an entirely new level at the time. Then we also had our minor Wreck-It Ralph crossover, which lasted a couple of days, but in all honesty, it really did not leave any lasting impressions on the player base. Most recently, we had our Marshmello concert event, which I think you could technically consider a crossover since it introduced an already established brand in Marshmello to the game as a purchasable skin and obviously a viewable event. 2 out of 3 of these crossovers were absolutely massive and a huge success. I mean, the Marshmello event had over 10 million active viewers, which is seriously mind-blowing, and if Fortnite wants to stay on top of the gaming industry, we absolutely need to see some more crossovers happen, whether it's with major movie releases or other mainstream medias at the current time. These events spike player numbers and viewer counts, and ultimately are one of the best things that Fortnite can do moving forward. To wrap things up, I also think that we need some sort of secret unlocks added into the game. Things like, secret challenges that allow you to unlock special outfits or even skins by completing certain tasks that are not directly mentioned on the challenges tab in the main menu. Basically, what I'm talking about is the equivalent of Game Boy cheat codes back in the day. Make us go into a match and build to a certain area, then do a certain dance, or do something that rewards us with a special icon because we completed some random series of events in-game. Not only would secret challenges allow for an even greater plethora of content on Twitch and YouTube, but it'd also just be a fun, unique twist on regular content within the game. Obviously, if you have some sort of secret skin or other secret item that you can unlock in-game by completing a challenge that is not specified on the main menu, you're gonna have a lot more interest in that skin because it's something that is ultimately going to be a lot more rare than everything else in that given season, and thus you're gonna generate a lot more attention to specific things like that in-game, which in general is just a good thing from a developer standpoint. Now, it's clear that Season 9 is still multiple months down the road, and a lot of things can and will happen between then and now. But like I mentioned earlier, as we head into spring and eventually early summer, the gaming industry is really going to start heating up, pun intended, and the competition really starts to get tough, which in all honesty is a really good thing. The more games we see that draw in a lot of attention, the more Epic Games is going to have to produce even better content, and this ongoing battle in the end means that we, as players and fans of these games, end up with the best possible content, so it's definitely a win on our side of things. Take, for instance, Apex Legends, which launched with a ton of content, a great looting system, and a fun, unique take on Battle Royale gameplay, all within a free-to-play game. Obviously, the free-to-play aspect of that is going to bring a lot of attention and players to the title naturally, but add in the fact that Respawn is avidly trying to make the game the best that it can be right off the bat means that other developers, Epic Games included, have to step it up big time. And I definitely think that the 7.4 content update and our new free overtime challenges that can reward you with a free Season 8 Battle Pass are definitely something that Epic Games end up devising in response to the massive player count that jumped from Fortnite to Apex Legends once that game launched. Really, like I said, this competition does nothing but make games better for us, the players. So in the end, it's really a good thing that all of these other games are starting to bring out Battle Royale modes and just spice up the competition a little bit more. Anyways, with that being said, that does effectively wrap up today's video. Make sure to let us know down in the comments below what you want to see happen as a Battle Pass and a seasonal theme in the near future. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it and give it a big old thumbs up, as it would be much appreciated. And if you are brand new here to the Simply Fortnite channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way you'll never miss another upload. Of course, by joining that notification squad and clicking that bell icon, YouTube will actually send you a message every single time we post a new video here on the channel. That way you can always be one of the first people to like, watch, and comment on each and every new upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.